Dry, so we can be pretty sure we're on the right track date-wise. We're looking at November 2nd for when death occurred. It ties in with Harry Benson's ballpark estimate, so I'm happy to work with it. I agree, Melander said. We need to call forensics back in to take samples from the paintwork in case there are trace fibres trapped beneath it. They're already on their way. It doesn't help their idiot features painted over them, but he wasn't to know the significance. Does he check out? Coupland nodded. He's not got any previous. Was a bit of a lad back in the day, but then weren't we all? Present company accepted, of course. The DCI gave the impression he was as straight as they came, although Coupland suspected there was a past that the boss preferred to keep buried. Melander's poker face gave nothing away. Is Riding in custody? Coupland shook his head. He came here voluntarily, though he's still in the interview room. Thought I'd let him sweat for a bit. Melander blew out his cheeks. Let him go. You've proved your point. Though if the CSIs find any fibres under that layer of paint that match his clothing, you have my blessing to drag him back in. Turnbull and Robinson were standing in the middle of the CID room, regaling Alex with anecdotes of their day riding shotgun with Shola Dubé. Turnbull was ready to kidnap one kid, Robinson explained, turning to include Coupland as he made his way over. Our mum kept saying she was always walking into things, said she had problems with the coordination. Funny, given she didn't stumble once when we were there. Though the little mite was totally bloody mystified by the attention she was getting. Isn't bloody normal, Turnbull grumbled. Little kid like that should be prancing around pretending she's on X Factor, not sticking to the shadows in case she gets unwanted attention. So what did you do? I persuaded the social worker to instigate an emergency protection order. Told her if she didn't, I was going to deck the stepdad. Coupland's mouth turned down at the edges. The situation must have been grim if Turnbull was riled. He waited while the duo went to make themselves coffee before they gave him a full debrief, nodding when Robinson asked if he wanted a cuppa. A proper builder's one, mind, he answered, but no sugar, he added, dropping his voice. Once they were seated around the desks closest to Coupland, Robinson ran through the names of the little girls they'd carried out welfare checks on. Some of the situations they'd found themselves in had been dire, backstories reading like tabloid headliners. The fact that the girls were all alive and on social services radar was something, he hoped. Anyone unaccounted for? Coupland prompted, keen to batten down this line of inquiry one way or another. Just two, Sarge, Robinson informed him. Kirsty Walcott and Janine Davy. Janine's mum told us she'd sent her to live with her dad in Ipswich. Why didn't she bother telling her social worker? Alex asked. She said there was a case review coming up. She was going to mention it then. That's good of her. Why the change of heart, anyway? Apparently it's Mum's new boyfriend that's the problem. He's on the sex offenders register, though he's adamant the girl he was involved with gave her consent. Charming, Alex muttered. Seems there's no problem with the dad set-up, and Janine's mum decided she was fed up of being supervised. Turnbull picked up the story. We contacted the local police there, who sent an officer round to the father's address. The officer texted me this at lunchtime. Turnbull held up a mobile phone image of a little girl on a scooter. The date and time on the bottom of the screen confirmed she was very much alive and well. That leaves us with Kirsty Walcott. Mum and Dad split up last year. They've 4 kids together, but Mum moved out, only taking the daughter, by all accounts. Left him with 3 boys. Where did she go? Moved to Hattersley, only there was no one answering the door when Hyde Division called round. Neighbour told them she was in Benidorm, got a month-long gig as a singer in one of the bars on the main strip. She guessed the little girl had gone with her. Crispy, who'd been taking notes and cross-checking against entries on his database, tutted before piping up. You were supposed to let me have this information in real time so I can keep this spreadsheet up to date. According to my records, Janine Davy is still unaccounted for. Turnbull shot him a glance. They'd barely had time to visit all the girls on their list as it was, never mind scheduling calls into the incident room to keep Crispy up to date. They'd checked in as much as they could, but the text containing Janine's photo had come in whilst conducting another visit. It meant to forward it on, but the day had run away with itself. He hoped to Christ Coupland would understand the pressure of juggling priorities. He could do without getting his backside kicked twice in one day. Yeah, I know how it works. He shrugged. Well, if you did, you'd pass on the information as you got it. Coupland's steely look stopped the discussion in its track. So where are we with Kirsty Walcott? He asked. The neighbour wasn't sure when Cheryl Keegan, the girl's mother, left for Spain.